Hey, what's going on, savers and investors? I hope you're all having a great day as always. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. My name's Griffin, and in today's video, we're actually going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be diving into the 6 income sources that I've managed to create over the past 3 years or so, and during this period of time, they've compounded and now built up to roughly $10,000 per month. So whether or not you're looking to add an extra 100, 300, or a couple thousands of dollars to your income each and every month, hopefully this video is going to help you understand some of the different ways that you can go about adding some income streams to your own financial life. So not only are we going to be looking at each individual source of income, but we're also going to be speaking about the average range for which each one of these sources hovers on a monthly basis. And this isn't really something I've spoken about on the channel before, because for many people, the topic of income and money can kind of be considered a personal topic, but as a finance YouTuber, it doesn't really bother me to share this information and be open and transparent, because ultimately the goal of this video and my channel as a whole is to help the audience take action and maybe be motivated by this type of content to go ahead and implement it into your own lives. And just to be clear, by no means is this video intended to make anyone feel uncomfortable or anything. I am well aware of the fact that the topics of money and income can make some individuals feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially when you go ahead and speak about it. It can come off as flaunting or being vain, but for any of my consistent viewers, you all know that that is the complete opposite of what I'm all about on this channel. I'm simply trying to share my own experiences and motivate people, and actually I've been asked multiple times to make a video about this topic myself, and even as a viewer, I enjoy it when other content creators make this type of content because I find it really motivating. And also note that the income I'm currently generating is just a direct reflection of the insane work weeks and commitment that I've put in over these past couple of years to learn new skills, better myself, and then provide value to the audience, which is then translated over into additional revenue streams after years of putting in the work. In no way am I special or more talented than anyone watching. Everyone watching this video right now can achieve the exact same results or even skyrocket past the income that I'm currently generating. It just takes showing up, putting in consistency and hard work, and providing value either to an audience or to a specific niche of consumers. Alright, so with that said, I'd like to first start off the video by mentioning the fact that I've created these 6 income streams in a way where they aren't all interconnected. And what I mean by this is I've created them in a way that no more than 2 of them are going to be dependent on one another. This way I'm able to diversify my income sources so that if ever one of them is in a position of jeopardy, I'm not looking at losing 50% of my monthly income and then wondering, hey, how am I going to pay my bills this month? I just got my income fruit ninja'd in half. Now this brings me to my next point, which is the fact that these 6 income sources are divided up into 3 main categories, being active, passive, and portfolio income. And if you aspire to be financially independent one day, it's really important that you properly understand each one of these 3 sources of income and are able to differentiate between them so that you can then go ahead and implement them into your own life over time. In my particular case, 2 of these sources are active, 2 of them are passive, and then 2 of them are portfolio income, with that last source of income really being the holy grail of what you should strive to achieve in your own financial life for independence. The real goal that I encourage everyone watching to try and achieve over their working years is to convert as much of their active income, meaning income from your job and or your businesses, into portfolio income, because portfolio income is really what's going to allow you to create a foundation long term for financial independence as well as wealth. This is because over time, as you build up the value of your investments and portfolio income, you're able to focus on other aspects of your life, and income is still coming in each and every month. So you could take time off, go on vacation, hang out with friends and family, and income is still coming in each month because for years you focused on taking your active income and then pouring it back into your investments and portfolio income. The reality is that with a job, you're basically trading your time for money and income, and there's only so many hours in a day and years in your active working life that you can do this. And the same is kind of true with a business. So even though with a business you can scale this up quite large and the income you're generating from a business can eclipse the income from a job, well, the reality is that you're still looking at being active in the business, innovating, looking at new product lines, and basically just maintaining the business. So by pouring money from these active sources into passive and portfolio sources, you're then able to make your money work for you over time and basically have time to do other things things in your life. Okay, so with all that said, let's finally dive into my income sources. And if at any point in today's video you're enjoying the content and it's providing you some ideas as to what you can do in your own life, please make sure to smash the like button. It really helps my channel grow and shows me that you're interested in this type of content. Alright, so the first source of income that I'm going to be speaking about, and that most likely a high percentage of all you have as well and can relate to most, is a job, right? I've spoken about this on the channel before, that I still currently have a job at the government of Canada, and although this doesn't sound exciting and is probably not why you clicked on this video, just hear out my reasoning and logic as to why keeping a job, myself and yourself included, is a great way to springboard into a better financial future in the short and medium term, other than just the income itself. The thing is, for most individuals, a job is going to be your first and main source of income, which can also act as a stepping stone into building out your passive and portfolio income sources, as well as also allowing you to pay for your bills as you're working on building a side business after your working hours and over the weekends. And then over time, as your income sources grow from your business and your other sources, you can then take a leap into maybe something that interests you more with more confidence, instead of just bootstrapping it from day one, quitting your job and basically hoping for the best, which by the way could also be a strategy that could work for other individuals, but I'm just looking to do this somewhat differently. So why the job? Well, first of all, obviously the income that for most people is going to allow you to pay for your bills, and hopefully if you've been implementing some of the tactics and strategies we've been speaking about on this channel about lowering your expenses and upping your income, you're able to have money left over each and every month in order to save and invest with. But honestly, it's more than just the income from the job. It's also the credit worthiness that comes with maintaining a steady job, which if you're under 30 watching this is going to be paramount for allowing you to apply for loans and mortgages at prime rates, or even at all for that matter. The reason for this is that institutional lenders like banks and credit unions like to see constant and steady income coming into your accounts from a reputable employer, at least in Canada. And so the reason why I'm mentioning all of this is because if you're a younger individual who's looking to either invest in real estate or who's looking to just buy a house for that matter, and you don't necessarily have substantial assets in order to use as collateral, well, maintaining a proper job is going to up your chances of qualifying for a loan. So in my particular case with this government job, I make around $62,000 per year in gross income. However, due to the fact that active income at the personal level, if you're an employee, is the highest tax form of income in Canada, I end up only making around $2,700 per month in net income after all the deductions are taken from the paycheck, including pension, disability insurance, union dues, taxes at a provincial and federal level. There's basically like 10 deductions. It's pretty crazy. But here's the thing, as I said earlier, if you're dead set determined on being smart with your money because you have a specific goal in mind, you can work on building a side business that's going to generate enough money over time to either equal your salary or even surpass it, at which point you can then take the leap with more confidence and explore something that you're more interested in. And during this period of time where you're maintaining your job, you're able to also leverage this into purchasing either a house or purchasing rental properties. My personal strategy about this is I'm going to try and take out as much personal mortgage debt as possible and just put it onto cash flowing real estate, which I'm pretty much close to capping that out, and I'm going to make a video about that pretty soon. I know we kind of went out on a tangent there about the whole job thing, but just to quickly summarize, even if you don't currently love your job, I would personally look at it from taking a step back and then seeing this as allowing you to build up your asset column and building up your side business on the side as your job is paying for your bills on a monthly basis. This now brings me into my second source of income that I've been building over the past couple of years and that you're most likely aware of if you watch my YouTube videos, and that is ad revenue from my YouTube videos, as well as a little bit of ad revenue from placing ads on my website. YouTube ad revenue is pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to spend time explaining it, but basically when ads play on my videos, I make a little bit of money. And here's the thing, I know a lot of people dislike ads on YouTube videos and find it annoying, and truth be told, I understand. However, as a content creator, it takes a lot of time to create these videos. In my particular case, with the content that I speak about, no joke, it takes me like 15 hours and up to make a video from the time an idea comes into my mind to the time that you're watching the video on the platform. Case in point, just take a look at this story that I posted on my Instagram going through one single script of a video I posted recently, and then after writing that whole script, because it's research content, I need to film it, edit the content, make a thumbnail, speak about all the description, basically all of that. It's a lot of work, and I hope that my viewers can understand why I place ads on my YouTube videos, because it pretty much just pays for my time. Now, ad revenue is one of the sources that actually varies from month to month, because some months I'll get significantly more views than other months because I've either posted more videos or the videos that I've posted have got more attention from the audience. There's a lot of factors that come into play in terms of the money that I generate on a monthly basis from ad revenue, but typically this hovers from around $1,500 to about $2,500 per month, which, by the way, might sound like a lot, but when you consider the fact that on a typical month I'll post around 8 videos and each one takes around 15 hours to make, this actually equates to only around $15 per hour, which is fine and all, and ultimately the whole goal of my channel is just to share knowledge and speak about topics that really interest me. But just to put in perspective here, it's about $15 an hour that I'm generating right now from ad revenue. And for this reason, by no means do I consider this to be passive income. I entirely consider this income from ad revenue to be active income, because I'm always generating new videos, which is active time. By the way, if you're interested in learning more about how YouTubers can make a different income depending on the content that they put out on their channel, I made a video specifically speaking about that you can check out right here if you're interested. Now, what's great about YouTube though is that it essentially allows you to have your very own small broadcasting network where you can speak about whatever topics are of interest to you, and then you can branch off and promote products and services that you like as an individual and that you think your audience will benefit from. This now leads me into my third revenue stream, which is affiliate marketing, where I get to speak about products and services from other companies that I personally use, believe in, and ultimately think the audience will benefit from, and then I get compensated for doing so. This is most likely not the first time that you hear about affiliate marketing, but if it is, it's basically when you promote products and services from other companies, and then when someone clicks through to the website of that company through the link that you have known as a referral link, and then they go ahead and purchase the product or service, you get compensated as a commission. Affiliate marketing has been around for decades. It's nothing new, and it's a great way for content creators to essentially make some passive income through promoting products that they actually believe in. And personally, I only speak about a handful of products and services that I actually use and think the audience would benefit from. Otherwise, if you go ahead and promote a bunch of products that you don't actually use, I kind of view this as being dishonest to your audience. It's for this reason that I only ever promote a handful of stock brokerages as well as some specific investing books on Amazon, because they're all relevant to what we speak about on this channel and the content of this channel, and I think everyone watching will benefit from those products and services. And by the way, I actually get emails all the time from companies wanting me to either review or feature their product or service on the channel, and I'm definitely open to doing so, but it really has to fit with the overall vibe of my channel, and I have to actually genuinely like the product and think that it would benefit the audience. Otherwise, there's no added value, and that's what I always want to maintain on this channel. So with that said, affiliate income is also one of those revenue sources that varies greatly from month to month depending on how much traffic I get in a given month. Typically, this ranges between $2,000 to $3,500 on the best of months, and I also really consider this to be passive income because I don't specifically focus on promoting the products and services that I generate affiliate income from. This is sort of like a byproduct of actually providing value through my YouTube channel to the audience, and if an audience member enjoys my video, comes back, and then sees that I'm promoting a certain product that I actually use and enjoy, maybe they click through and purchase the product or go ahead and sign up for an account, I will get compensated for doing so. So this is really a great source of passive income. What's also great about affiliate income is that this also applies to pretty much every single type of content creator, whether you're speaking about cooking, finance, traveling, or you have it on a blog, YouTube channel, podcast, whatever type of content creator you might be. Affiliate income is a way that you can actually go ahead and monetize your content, because most companies will have a free to join affiliate program where you can get a commission for promoting their products and services. And it's also a very simple way of monetizing your content creation business, because you don't actually have to create a product, create the sales copy for it, the website, maintain inventory, speak to clients. You basically can just promote the products from other companies and get compensated for it. So this actually brings me into my fourth revenue stream, which is digital products. Offering digital products actually happens to be my most recently added source of income, and I've only started focusing on doing this now that I've actually created a nice audience on YouTube and I feel comfortable promoting products that I think are going going to be of value now that I've offered significant free content on both my blog and my YouTube channel, and some people might want a little bit more. More specifically, as of right now, I'm only offering one digital product, which is a financial tracker that I'm offering for $20 a piece. So if you've been watching any of my recent videos, you most likely heard me speak about this ultimate personal finance spreadsheet. Essentially, it's a spreadsheet that I created for myself months ago in order to keep track of all my finances, from my net worth, my savings, as well as my portfolio income and my actual rental properties. So I made that for myself, and then I thought, you know what, this is a finance channel and some of my audience members might want to benefit from it, so I'll offer it for sale and see if anyone is interested. Now, over the past 4 or 5 months, I've actually been working on a much larger digital product that I cannot wait to share with the audience, but it's still not close to being done yet. I'm still working on it and it takes a significant amount of my time. But the beauty about digital products is that they're very passive. So even though it takes substantial time to create them up front, but once they're released, even though they do take maintenance every once in a while, they're pretty much passive for most of the time, and you can make money from time that you put in months or even years back. With that said, in contrast to affiliate marketing, when offering digital products that you create yourself, this takes significantly more time because you need to come up with the idea, create it over a period of time, create the sales copy, maintain your customers, do some marketing. It's a lot more hands-on and involved, and I'm personally only doing this now that I've actually substantially created enough free content that I feel it's going to be of value to the audience. So for the digital product revenue stream, again, I'm only offering one product at $20 a piece, and when I first released it, I was generating about $1,200 and upwards per month. However, now that it's been around 5 months since I released it, it's only generating a couple $100s per month. But hey, this is a great product that I'm really happy to offer the audience and I think is of value. And again, I made it months ago and it's still generating revenue for me, which is the reason why I consider this to be a relatively passive income. Now that we've spoken about both the active and passive income sources that I'm generating on a monthly basis, this now leads us into the final and most important form of income, which is portfolio income. In my particular case, this happens to be split up into 2 separate income sources, being a rental property as well as stock market portfolio income, divided into both dividend as well as appreciation of the stock value. I'll start with speaking about rental property income because this is really the form of portfolio income that I'm focusing on scaling up the most in the coming years, even though right now it only accounts for a couple $100s in cash flow each and every month after paying off all the expenses of the buildings. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while and have seen any of my content related to real estate investing, then you would know that I currently have 2 duplexes, one of them being 100% a rental and the other one being half a rental and half what I'm living in, due to the fact that I just moved into the second duplex, one of the units in the second duplex, this month. I've already spoken in detail about both of these properties, so if you're interested in learning more about real estate investing and diving into the specific numbers for each one of my properties, then I highly encourage you to check out those videos. I'm going to be leaving links down in the description, but essentially when you invest in real estate, you're benefiting from cash flow, debt pay down, so equity being built up from paying down your mortgage debt, as well as appreciation of the property. Now, I know that technically speaking, on a monthly basis, you can only have access from a liquidity perspective to the cash flow, so that's what we're going to be speaking about in this video. In the first duplex, the monthly cash flow is around $450 per month at 2 revenues of $800 a piece, and then in the second duplex, currently there is no cash flow due to the fact that I'm living in one of the units and the income does not offset all the expenses, so I'm actually having to pay out of pocket. Again, if you want to learn about all the in-depth numbers on this property, make sure to check out the video that I'm overlaying right here. But once I do end up leaving this property and moving into something else and re-renting the unit I'm in right now, I'll most likely be cash flowing anywhere between $250 to $400 per month, depending on the rent that I'll be able to go get. Now, I am also in the process of closing on a duplex. It's honestly taking a lot more time than I was expecting, but as promised, if and when I do end up closing on that property, I'll be making a video going through all the numbers on that property. But just for estimate purposes, that property will most likely be generating between $450 and $650 per month in cash flow, which fits very well in my overall strategy of real estate investing. And finally, moving on to the last source of income and my second form of portfolio income, we have the income being generated from my stock market portfolio, more specifically through the appreciation of the actual assets, as well as the income being generated from some of the stocks and funds within this portfolio. If you're new to my channel, well, the majority of my videos actually speak about stock market investing and then growing your portfolio portfolio and wealth over time through the stock market. So I'm not going to be speaking all that much about that in this video. You can check out all the other videos on my channel if you're interested in learning about stock market investing and diving into the financials of specific companies. And this is a form of income that I recommend everyone works on building over time, because when you invest for the long term and continuously add funds to your portfolio, this exponentially grows over time and builds your wealth. I personally invest in a handful of specific companies that I think will do well over time from a stock appreciation standpoint, as well as offering my portfolio with dividend income. And then I also invest in exchange traded funds, ETFs for short, that will provide my portfolio with a foundation of appreciation and dividend income as I invest over time. Again, we're not going to talk about specific stock market investing topics for this video because about 75% of the videos on my channel speak about it. So if you're interested, make sure to check out the other videos on my channel. As of now, my portfolio contains a variety of dividend stocks as well as stocks that I believe will perform well over time from an appreciation standpoint. So even though stock appreciation isn't technically income that would count for this video, well, this is still money that is invested in the market and that is working for me. So while I'm out hanging out with friends or doing whatever, this is money that's active in the market and generating income for me over the long term. Especially after the market crash that we just experienced, I was able to lock in certain positions at great price points, where now I'm seeing thousands of dollars in appreciation each and every month in my portfolio, and over time this is only going to grow on an exponential level. Now, in terms of a revenue stream that's more income focused in terms of the stock market portfolio, we have a dividend income, which is income that you can do whatever with. Now, I personally just reinvested back into purchasing more shares of companies or funds that I'm interested in. However, on a typical month, I'll usually get anywhere between $50 and $130 depending on the month and the dividend payout schedule of the companies and funds that I'm invested in. This might not sound like a lot, $50 to $130 per month in dividend income, and honestly, I agree with you. It's nothing life-changing. However, this is the most passive form of income that we've spoken about on this video, and really over time, as I continue reinvesting the dividends and contributing to my portfolio, as well as these companies raising the dividend payouts, this is a great recipe for exponential growth of the portfolio, and over time I should be able to generate thousands of dollars per month from my stock market portfolio, and this is something that you can achieve as well with consistency. Alright, so that covers the 6 sources of income that I've been building over the past 3 years or so, and hopefully having opened up and spoken about each one will spark some creativity and interest. That is really the entire goal of today's video. If you enjoyed the content of the video, please make sure to drop a like. It really helps my channel grow, and subscribe to the channel if you're looking to learn more about personal finance, stock market investing, and real estate topics. So on that note, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.